Hey family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Mpokendas. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a platform in which you can start applying for remote jobs. I'm going to share with you guys my experience and also a bit of tips. Now stay tuned until the end of the video to get more out of this video. Now without wasting any more time, if you're new to the channel or happen to be in this video for the first time, welcome and thank you for watching. I share content on how to make money online, and if this is the type of content you are looking for, then you are in the right place. Please do consider joining the family by hitting the subscribe button, not forgetting the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, YouTube can notify you. With that being said, let's just dive into today's video. Now in today's video, we're going to be looking at a website called the Jobduck. This is a legit platform. So this company is a staffing and recruitment agent, so they are looking for people that are going to be working for a US based company. So as you can see here, it says helping incredible people build an amazing career working from home for a United States based business. I have already applied on this platform, so I'm just going to be sharing with you guys my experience and just giving you guys a bit of tips here and there, right? So this is a legit website. It is a legit platform. It is a legit company. So before going any further, I've got a disclaimer right here, and it says we never charge or ask candidates for money. If anyone contacts you and asks for money, this is not us. Please ignore and mark as spam. So they will never ask you for money. Please be aware of that. So what can you apply for on this company, or the career opportunities that are available is administrative assistants, marketing assistants, intake specialist, IT technical writer, junior IT administrator, information security administration, and IT help desk support. So those are some of the positions available on this platform. These are the countries they are hiring from, including South Africa, because I'm from South Africa, including South Africa right there. They have people that are working that are from South Africa. So if you want any other information about this platform, you can simply come here to the FAQ section and actually see some answers to questions you might have. And then I'm going to show you the application process. So this is the application process that you need to go through for you to get started. So I'm also going to explain a bit of tips and also give you my advice and tell you guys about my experience through the application process. As you can see, they've got 7 steps, and I'm going to just give you a bit of tips and also tell you what I had to go through, right? Firstly, you're going to apply on web form. So when you apply on web form, that's basically you putting in your first name, your last name, your email address, your age, your gender, and so on and so forth. You're also going to be doing a questionnaire. Now, take note, with the questionnaire, you must pay attention to detail because they've got 3 questions just to see if you can pay attention to detail and you are actually someone who is serious about looking for a job. So they're going to give you like a bit of 3 questions, so you must be aware of that. Now, if it happens that you were able to pass the web form or the questionnaire, you are then going to receive an email, and then at the same time, you're going to receive a WhatsApp from your guide. So they're going to give you a guide, someone that's going to guide you through the application process until step number 7, right? So after you have passed the questionnaire, they're going to send you an email. And then for the email, you're going to do step number 2, which is profile creation. And for profile creation, they require 4 things from you. They require you to send them your CV. They require you to do a 2 minutes video. I'm not going to say the topic in which they require you to do that 2 minutes video. They require you to do an essay. I'm also not going to say the topic. And then you also need to do a cover letter for step number 4. Now, with my experience, I did send the 4 requirements, and then with the essay, I think I was offline with the topic that they gave me. So I had my guide told me that I have to redo the essay. So I had to redo the essay and send it back to them, and then I was successful on that one, and then they invited me to step number 3, which is the Jobduck interview, right? So for the Jobduck interview, it was a roller coaster. For the Jobduck interview, They sent me an email that I'm invited to the interview. They gave me about 2 weeks to prepare, and then the interview was going to be held in Zoom, right? Fast forward, we on the day of the interview. On that day, I checked if everything is working fine, and everything was working fine. My audio was working, my camera was working, everything was working fine. So I got to the interview, I think 10 minutes earlier. So I waited for the person that was going to interview me. So as I was waiting, the person came. I think my interview was around 5 o'clock because I was using Miami time. So we in the interview now. The person has started. So that person could see me, but they could not hear me. I could hear them, I could see them, but they could not hear me. So there was a problem with my audio. So at that time, I'm panicking. I'm getting hot and cold. I didn't know what to do, guys. I have prepared so much for this interview, and this happens. So I was just all over the place. And then the person that was interviewing me was very calm, and she told me that please download the Zoom app with your phone. Be as quick as possible, and then we'll take it from there. As I was about to download the Zoom app with my phone switched off because it was low battery. I didn't want to charge my phone because I thought it's going to disturb me as I'm busy interviewing. So my phone switched off. I went back to the interview. I tried with the audio just to see what's going on, and I was not being successful in anything. So I just closed my laptop and I was just like, okay, I just failed the interview without even having to do the interview. So I had already accepted that. I think I stayed like 30 minutes trying to recover my strength, and then I sent them an email saying that I don't know what was going on with my audio. Apologies for any inconvenience and all of that. So my guide sent me a WhatsApp that the interviewer said another interview for me, but I must take note that this is the last interview they are doing for me. Right? So they said another interview. Fast forward, we're on the second interview now. On the second interview, I already checked why does the audio for Zoom switch off? Why can't the other person hear you and all of that? I already did my research on that. I already found the solution to the problem that I had. I had already touched my phone and already downloaded the Zoom app on my phone. So on the day of the interview, I did the interview with my phone on the Zoom app, and then I had the same problem with my phone. So the audio was not going through. So I quickly went to my PC, and then we went on with the interview. But the problem was my internet connection. Now, if you're in South Africa, you know that we've got load shedding, we've got power cuts every now and then. So on that particular day, we had power cuts from, I think it was 3, 4, 5, and then my interview was around 6. So during the 30 minutes, the internet connection was not really strong because when we have power cuts, the network goes away. So during the 30 minutes, the network was not really strong. So when I was doing the interview, the network was not really good and I couldn't hear the person properly. But I just tried my best to actually answer as best as I can. Okay, we did the interview, we were done, everything was fine. She was a very kind and calm person, and we were done with the interview. I think my interview took 15 minutes. We were done with the interview. I was waiting for the reply, and then unfortunately, they couldn't go on with my application because I could see that my internet connection was not really good. That's one thing I can say because of the load shedding and all of that. So they couldn't go on with my application. But an advice that I can give you, both your PC and your cell phone have Zoom apps. So if your cell phone gives you problem, you can go to your PC, or your PC gives you problem, you can go to your cell phone. Another thing is that if you don't have a good internet connection, because I use a mobile router, a mobile Wi-Fi, if you don't have a good internet connection, go to a friend that maybe has a fiber or an ADS for that interview, and then after that, you're good to go. So since I stopped at number 3, I'm simply going to continue up until number 7 from the research that I did before I applied on this platform. So I've got a bit of information because I did quite a lot of research before I applied to this company. So on step number 4, after you have passed the interview, you're going to go to the Duck University. So on the Duck University, firstly, the nice part about number 4 is that you're going to get paid for your time. But not only that, there's the hard part. They're going to give you a time limit to complete your work. And after the duration of the university, you can't submit any other work after the duration of the university. So let's say you're going to go to the Duck University for 2 weeks. You can't submit any other work after 2 weeks. So you need to submit all your work within that 2 weeks, right? And also you need to make sure that you pass your exams. According to the research that I made, you need to pass your exams with at least 85%. And then after you've passed for the job, for the Duck University, you're going to go to step number 5, which is signing the contract. Now, with signing the contract, you're going to sign the contract for whichever duration they're going to feel comfortable signing you the contract for, and then that's when you're going to go to step number 6, which is getting an interview with with the company that's going to hire you. So the US employer, the company that you're going to work for, is going to interview you, and then from step number 4 to step number 6, there is a possibility of you getting rejected, but it is very low as compared to step number 1 and step number 3. So if you got to step number 4, there are few chances that you can actually get rejected, but you can still get rejected according to the information that I got, right? And then once you're in step number 6, there's no way that you can get rejected, but there are slim chances of actually you getting rejected. And finally, congratulations, you in step number 7. That means you have started working for that particular company. So yes, guys, I'd advise you that go to someone that has a fiber for step number 3 and step number 6, so that you know that I am good. After that, after you got the job, it's fine. Even if you don't go to your friend for the Zoom meetings and all of that, you have already signed the contract, right? So this is a legit platform. And another thing is that if you need resources, especially for writing your CV, your cover letter, your essay, all the requirements that they require of you, they've got resources. So you simply come here to resources, and then you will be able to see the different type of resources that they have. Another thing that I want you to take note of, especially when you do your research, well, let me just say with my experience, when I did my research with my experience, firstly, I got this post in LinkedIn because that's where I usually go to check for different jobs available. So I got to know about this company through LinkedIn. So in LinkedIn, I went to Google to do a bit of research, and I could see that it's a legit company, but I needed to be sure. So I went to Facebook and I also searched about it. Surprisingly, when I got there, I was directed to YouTube because they've got a weekly tea on YouTube. When I got to YouTube, I was surprised by this. There are South African candidates that are working for this particular company. As you can see, this one is Palisa from South Africa, Tinashi from South Africa, and this one was about 5 days ago. She's also from South Africa and all of that. So this is something that actually pushed me to be like, okay, this is a legit company because I had already seen the interviews of these people. So that's when I started applying for this company. I think I applied for the administrative assistant position. So yes, guys, do your research, and it's also a legit company. It's a legit company that you can actually apply to, and also look at the interviews that they've had with previous candidates. As you can see, they had a weekly tea about 5 days ago with Shante from South Africa. So if you're in South Africa, you want to apply on this platform, you can simply do so. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good one.